What's up, world? This is Mr. Nicholas King Bolek Brown, Father of the Year. This is day 111. That's right, 111 days going live, consistently showing up. I was challenged to go live for 30 days, and now I've been going live for 111 days. We're going to keep this show going, keep moving as I get more and more organized, and I'm already committed, but more I get organized and have more things to where I can teach and inform people with. As far as like the course on how to raise entrepreneurial children, how to build confidence, and just how to persevere through challenges, because that's really the foundation of it. Like when I really changed my life was after I had my first child, but then it made me start growing, start learning some new things. And by the time I had my twins, when they was on the way, man, I had to really just had to change everything. Like had to really pretty much create a whole new identity. And from some of the stuff that I was doing before, I changed my identity or changed the path where my life was going on. It's like night and day. And I remember being in a position where I was making like $300 a day to where I ended up taking a job at FedEx where I ended up making $107 my first check after a week working overnight and stuff like that. It was real hard to do the straight and narrow, get back in the workforce and stuff like that. Like from really on the path to really making $100K a year in the streets versus going to work a job at $9 an hour in my first check. And then when I was working part-time, first check was $107 for a week. So that was very hard. But I made a commitment that I had to do whatever it took to sacrifice to make sure I was going to be there for my children. And I didn't want to do anything that would potentially take me away from them and me being a primary influence in their life. So I had to really start soul searching, had to dig deep. I had to start learning a whole lot of things. That's why I had to start getting a whole lot of books, start going to the Nation of Islam. I had to start, watching documentaries and DVDs. Really had to create a whole environment, a whole new environment. So I started watching The Secret and some more things and learn about the law of attraction. I remember when I first started hearing it, it really didn't make sense, given the mindset I was in, given the environment I was coming from, to really think that you could cut out some stuff from some magazine, glue it on some boards, and be positive and things like that, and you can start attracting things to your life from the environment that we come from, the neighborhood we come from. That sounds like it's like wishful thinking, but I would say, in hindsight, 14 years later, I understand how it works. You know what I'm saying? You have to grow to become the type of person who can attract and who can attain those things. And then, like I say, this journey, this year makes 14 years that I've been on this journey to seeing how and I haven't achieved everything that's on my vision boards, but a lot of things I either have achieved or I'm very close to achieving them. And I have some vision boards that's older than my two youngest children, and they are 12 years old. So I got vision boards older than them. And so still making vision boards, still being positive, growing through challenges, overcoming, persevering. And that's what it is. And we all got stories and challenges that we go through that they work to build character. And it works to make us dig deep inside ourselves and bring us closer to God, make us get closer to family, and make detours in life. And it's not fun. It's not easy. But once I made the decision or the priority to where my family was going to go be like number one, right? You know what I'm saying? God and my family was going to be number one. I had to do it. And it was very foggy, I would say. Like it hadn't been clear. Once I made the decision and started crafting out this path and this vision, it has not always been clear, and it still ain't clear how things are going to happen and stuff like that. And you know, you have setbacks and you have challenges, but what can you do? What can you do? You either gonna just stick with the regular way of doing things, or you're gonna take a chance and make certain sacrifices and invest your time and your resources and your energy and your money to create and build something better, build something new. Man, I would say it's been well worth it. I mean, that's the only way I can really see it. It's the only way I can really see it. And now, since I was given the challenge to put together some type of training to help others with their children and kind of get them all on the same page and stuff like that, it's leading me to create these videos and go live and really remove my ego. Because a lot of times, you know, we get on live or we make these videos, we want to make sure we got our hair done the best, we got it lined up, we got all these different things to where when I'm at this point where I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? It don't really matter because a lot of people not going to see these videos anyway, and it doesn't matter if they do see them anyway. The message and the impact is what's most important. And me continue to be consistent and cranking them out. So before you know it, this is 111 days going live. It's going to be 200 days going live, 300, 500 days going live. So does it really even matter? Not really. But it's doing something for me, and it's doing something for those who are following this journey, who all are a part of it, and who's growing with me as well. Because I'm showcasing my growth. I'm start showcasing a whole lot more things that I had to go through or have grown through, and you know what I'm saying, things that bother me, just like things that bother you. Want my water? No. Mi aqua, su aqua. Where you going, my water? Oh man, okay, cool. Huh? I don't know. It should have been another. I don't think I got the last one. Well, get one of them crystal geysers then. I'll get another tomorrow. Oh, okay, cool. Get mine then. Don't you got one? Oh, okay, cool. Oh, good. But yeah, man, like I said, like it's very, very rewarding to be able to build something with my family as my children gets to grow with me and my woman gets to grow with me, and we get to travel and go to events and show up and build together, learn together, earn together. The way I was living at first and just living, whether I was working a job or doing some things outside of that, it wasn't possible for me to do so. Because I moved to Texas for about 5 to 6 years or something like that. I started climbing the ranks in management as far as managing hotels like the Hiltons and the Marriotts, and was still in the process of being promoted. But I made a decision where I had to really bet on myself and bet on my family, because the more I was at work, the more problems I was solving at work, I was spending less and less time with my family, and it wasn't helping us grow together. And so I would go to work, and then I come home, there'd be sleep, or I'd be tired, or by the time, when you're doing management, whether you at work or not, you still at work. You can work your 8 hours or how many hours at work, but as soon as a problem, something happen at work, then people calling you. And so it was a whole bunch of that. It was constant, from one hotel to another, constantly solving problems. I'm like, man, if I could do this for them, I got to do this for us. And so I got to a point, and I left it behind. We put together our first 2 books, Boss Brothers Learn to Earn and Credit Kings, and we moved back to Jackson, and we built our brand. We started building our brand, Boss Brother Universe. And then we started going to events, started going to seminars together. We started going to all these different things, showcase, being vendors in all these places and investing everything that we had. Everything. Like, we've invested thousands of dollars to keep moving forward, to grow forward, and time and things like that, buying books, buying courses, paying for mentorship. What are you doing? What are you cooking over there? It's all good, babe.
Trust the process.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, you got to trust the process, man. Because if you don't, you can find yourself really getting down, second-guessing yourself, and pretty much be about to give up and go back to just the regular way of life. And that's unacceptable, especially how far we've come and how far we have yet to go and grow. Like, we got the world in our hands, and the things that we've been working for and working towards is right within our grasp. Like, we can see it. We can, like, we can touch it. It's right here. And then not only that, we've been doing this so consistently to where we have a network of millionaires and more. Like we're peers. Like, the only thing that's missing is the dollars, is the money at this point in time. But as far as like family structure and us being together, we are already top in regards to running the family. You know what I'm saying? Shit, well, my oldest son, 14, the two youngest, 12, and we are the primary influencers in their life. Yeah, you got social media and phones and stuff like that, to where we do our best to kind of limit those things as much as possible. But as far as like socializing and going out, like, we the primary influence, and it was important to me, and it was important to us to do, for us to be so. Like, nothing like sending your children out to different places and they come back other than what you expected, and you start noticing little different things and things that you don't approve of, and after doing that for so long, it'd be too late. So my family is priority number one. So my family is priority number one, so much so to where I really changed my life so I can be present and active. And so I have to continually grow into a better person every day. And so that's my only competition. My only competition is myself, becoming better than I was yesterday and the day before that. And as I keep growing forward, learning and growing and earning and persevering and overcoming obstacles and stuff like that. But as I sit here and think, I'm reflecting on, like, years back. Like, it was real hard in the beginning, real challenging in the beginning. Even more challenging than that, I would say, to really shape my mind to conceive these things that's possible for us. Because you see things on TV and you see people that's making millions of dollars and stuff like that. But from the environment that we come from, if you don't know nobody doing things like that, or you don't see no examples, it's really hard to believe that it's possible. And so that's one way listening to Les Brown really helped me out, because I listened to him so many times, and one message that really stood out to me was, it's possible. It's possible. Like, man. And once my mind started to really hold on to that message, as I'm constantly working towards, constantly growing, constantly learning, constantly focusing on self-development, development, it's helped out a lot. But I would say one of the main things that helped me out, in addition to that, even before, I would say, was going to the Nation of Islam. Like, really being able to tap into a spiritual source that strengthened me, that gave me something that I could use. And it's been very, very beneficial to me. Very, very beneficial. And I didn't have that at first. Nothing I can use spiritually. Like, we grew up in the Bible Belt. Our grandparents and parents teach us about God, teach us about Jesus and stuff like that. But it was always more so that Jesus was going to come back. Not necessarily come back, but we will have all the things that we want when we go to heaven and stuff like that. I got a completely different message when I went to the Nation of Islam. And the primary message was do for self. And it wasn't just to tell me to do for self. It gave me the tools that I needed to do for self. And it taught me things like, in regards to food, or what to eat and what not to eat and why. So it gave me something practical that I could use. So that way, by it being practical, I can see not only the benefits, but I can see the results of doing and not doing things. And so if you have some young boys or some young girls that can't really find their way, or it's really hard to reach them, take them to the Nation of Islam. They may say something or show them something that'll help make something click. Because it clicked for me. My first day going and sit down, I'm like, man, I never heard nothing like this before, and it clicked. And like I say, the way I ended up going there was because a friend of mine was speaking. Every time we had a conversation, she would always tell me some stuff that I had never heard before. And you know, I always ask, like, how did you get this information? How did you get to be so smart? She's like, you got to come to the nation. So I went to the Nation of Islam seeking knowledge, wisdom, understanding. And now we look 14 years later, that's what I'm doing. I'm focused on self-development, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. It wasn't about trying to be converted from one religion to another. It had nothing to do with any of that. It wasn't trying to rebel against anything. It was only to get better. And I found something I never found before. And I've grown up, like, let's say, 14 years. I've been affiliated and learning from the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad for 14 years now. And so I will say I'm a better man. I'm a stronger man. I'm a more focused man. I'm a more positive and optimistic person. And doing for self. And I'm teaching my children the same thing. So if I'm learning, going to places to learn, I'm bringing my children so they can learn as well. Because I'd rather them come with me opposed to me trying to give them the message secondhand. That y'all come and hear it just like I'm hearing. Now, they may not be paying attention to it all the way, but if by them being in the environment where there's high-level conversations going on and mental stimulation and all these different positive things being taught and shared and being exemplified, then they're going to benefit from it too. And so this is what we've been doing for this. This is some of the tips and some of the steps that we've been applying for like the last 14 years. And moving forward, we even more prepared to move forward better. And I can see the transformation, not only that it has had in me and on my life, but I can see how it's happening to them as well. And so I would say that I'm proud of myself for betting on myself and taking the chance, going against family, going against the common way of doing things, and really following my own lead. Leading by example, following me. Because that's what it's been about. And we're going to just continue to keep on growing. Again, this is day 111 days. So it's only a matter of time before you see the trinkets of success that we've been working towards and not only praying for, but earning. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. And it's a movie, man. And I would advise anybody that's watching these videos and things, start going live, speaking about your own life. Because there's something that you've gone through that can help somebody else. Whether somebody that you know, or somebody that you don't know, or even somebody that's not even born yet. So you are necessary. And you there's greatness inside you, and you do have value. No matter where you are in life. You've been living, you got experiences, you got things that you've overcome, things that you've been able to persevere through. Your voice needs to be heard. Your voice needs to be heard. And turn your pain into profit. And turn your pain into impact. So, this is day 111. Mr. Nicholas King Bolek Brown signing off, Father of the Year. Check us out, Boss Brothers Universe. As of today, within the last 30 days, we have almost 900,000 views on Instagram and counting. Counting. So check us out. And I'm also building and developing my YouTube page. Right now it's called Brick by Brick. If you can find it, if you can't find it, type in day going live, day 67 or day 100 or something like that, and you'll see I got a host of videos. So like, share, and subscribe. Like I'm doing this for us, not just my family, but for your family. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm saying something that may reach one of your children or your nephews and nieces that you probably can't say or don't know how to say. And through my experience, it has prepared me and made me qualified to speak on certain things. So tune in, and until next time, if we can do it, you can do it too.